Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so that we can bring you the latest news as they come. And together we shall support our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, Eastern Security Network, to make our Biafran dream a reality. He said. The British Prime Minister Boris Johnson blasts BUHARI impostor that his militarist response to Biafran struggle for independence is the problem and not Biafra agitation, because he has seen that the United Nations have warned BUHARI impostor to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally within 6 months and pay him compensation for illegally kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya down to Nigeria. And BUHARI impostor has been warned that he should stop suppressing Biafran referendum. The United Nations have warned him because they have seen the way he is pampering the Fulani terrorists and suppressing Biafran agitators struggling for independence for the Republic of Biafra. Despite the fact that agitation for independence is not a crime, but Fulani terrorism is a major crime. But BUHARI impostor does not care because the Fulani has an agenda. My brothers and my sisters, you can see what BUHARI impostor and his Fulani terrorists are doing. Because if not for referendum, Atiku would not be a Nigerian. Peaceful agitation for self-rule is legitimate under the United Nations Charter and other international laws. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's special counsel, Barrister yor has argued that but for a referendum, the presidential candidate of People's Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Abubakar, would not have been a Nigerian citizen. His parents himself were Cameroonians before the British deceptively brought them into Nigeria in order to depopulate the South and increase the population of the North. You know, peaceful agitation for self-determination is legitimate and recognized by the United Nations. You know, the recent opinion of the United Nations asking the Fulani Nigerian government to unconditionally release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and pay him compensation for illegal detention was an endorsement of referendum as a legitimate tool for resolving agitation for autonomy. Referendum was not new in Nigeria. So it is surprising that the current Fulani Nigerian government is reluctant to conduct referendum for Biafra, forgetting that Adamawa states and the old Gongola states only became part of Nigeria through a referendum. The United Nations directives on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu affirmed that separatist agitation is legal and a referendum is a legitimate tool for setting it. Nigeria gained Adamawa State and the old Gongola states and lost southern Cameroon through referendum, and nobody was detained, killed, or extraordinarily renditioned. No one. It's referendum that made Atiku a Nigerian, and everyone in Adamawa State and Borno State, they were all Cameroonians. It was referendum that made them Nigerians. And it is through referendum that Midwest region came into being in 1964. This is all within Nigeria, not counting nations created by referendum, such as Eritrea, Kosovo, South Sudan, and the Eastern European nations. They all became nations through referendum. Nobody was killed. No one was kidnapped. No one was detained. No one was illegally repatriated. No one. No crime was committed. The problem is not the separatist agitation. The problem is the militarist response to it. That is exactly what is convulsing Southeast and Nigeria by extension. The Fulani Nigerian government must stop suppressing the agitation for Biafra referendum by using brute force on the agitators, but simply organize a referendum and allow the people to decide whether or not they would like to be autonomous. The United Nations Human Rights Council Working Group on Arbitrary Detention had in recent report indicted both Nigeria and Kenya over Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's rendition and requested that he be immediately released. It gives Nigeria 6 months to comply with the opinion or brace up for further actions. My brothers and my sisters, we cannot wait for the further actions to happen. Former Nigerian Minister of Aviation, Osita Chidoka, blasted the Fulani Nigerian security architecture, where he said that the nation's security agencies are headed by quota system Fulani Janjaweed because operatives are recruited on a state-by-state basis. And when you get to the top, only people from a particular section of Nigeria are going to be the heads of the security agencies. That automatically creates a problem because people from other sections of the country begins to take a lackadaisical attitude to work. Also, the recent recruitment of the so-called repentant Fulani and Boko Haram terrorists into the Nigerian security agencies because of BUHARI impostors' Fulanization agenda and land-grabbing agenda in Biafra land is the reason for the genocide in Biafra land. Being Igbo, we understand that we are not trusted in Nigeria. We understand that we are hated, and that is why majority of Igbo tribes in South or the Niger Delta region are denying their Igbo identity in order to please the Fulani Janjaweed Caliphate in exchange for favor, career, progression, and money. Because the Fulani Janjaweed Caliphate ultimate agenda in Biafra is to depopulate the Igbo population so that it will be easier for the Fulani terrorist jihadis to conquer Biafra. The same Fulani-controlled Nigerian DSS, they are forming CIA moves when they invaded the homes of Supreme Court justices at late night. They kidnapped Sowore at midnight, invaded retired Justice Mary Odele's home at midnight, set up Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, invaded Sunday Igboho's home at midnight. But ordinary ragtag Fulani bandits, killer herdsmen, Boko Haram, Islamic State terrorists, DSS have no clue, or they have not been able to arrest the terrorist leaders or sponsors. But in Biafra land, the criminal Nigerian DSS will be forming James Bond in collaboration with Ebobago hoodlums to disguise as unknown gunmen in order to kill innocent unarmed Biafran youths and other residents in Biafra land so that they can blame it on IPOB. My brothers and my sisters, thank you for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.